All right.
Man, welcome back to the Weezytalks Podcast.
Yes,
man.
Let's
do episode 5, baby.
Yes, sir. We just want to thank you all for all the support you guys have shown. Episode 5, we came a long way. It's crazy. I feel like I see the progression that we made each week. So I just want to thank you for the support and everybody listening and tuning in. But honestly, let's get right into it. You know, first off, it's National Women's Month.
Yes, sir.
So
let's clap it up for that.
Yes, sir. Clap it up for the women, man. All women.
You know, a great man comes from a great woman.
Yes,
a greater woman.
Yes, indeed. Kim, who's an important woman in your life?
This gonna sound a little cliche, but of course, my Dukes.
Of course.
I mean, that's my Dukes.
Right.
I can't really say much more than that. Is she just always there when I'm counting? And, you know, for me, that's my Dukes. Grandma, my Dukes number 2 for real. Your mom, that's my second mom. Yeah, that's really, I'm gonna say that's it right now. I don't got too many female friends in my life that's as close as I had in high school, but yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
You know for sure, mom come first. My mom do everything. You know, I am who I am because of the way that my mom raised me. Seeing I got through mom, got through grandma in there. My best friend Nadia, always got to show love to Nadia.
For sure.
You know, shout out Nadia. Also, I got my friend Mizan, she, you feel me? I didn't know her since freshman in high school. That's my dog. My girl Claudia, it's my sister right there. So I mean, like I'm not as close with like a bunch of women like I used to be like in high school and everything. But like the ones that are still around, they've been solid, and like those are like women that are still consistent in my life. I just appreciate them because honestly, yo, sometimes it's easier to talk to a woman about things than a man because a woman gives you a different aspect.
Exactly. They provide a different look on things, and you have different conversations with them than you'll have with a male.
Exactly. Because sometimes dudes, like, neither one of us know what the hell we be talking about. So you gotta ask, like, I go talk to my mom, I go talk to Nadia about it, then I'm like, oh, so this is what this means. And it's like, and that's great because that's how it can be with friendships. And just relationships in general when you have when you're friends with a woman, like in our instance. Because it's like, I learned a lot about like myself and just how women be. Especially being close, having a best friend that's a woman. You learn, you learn things.
Like, even like when you're in a relationship with a girl and you go to your male friends and tell them about it, they might tell you some dumb shit or the
like
wrong advice. Man. And then you go to a lady. Well, they might, it's just your homie, so they're going to gas you up. Like, yeah, you're right, she's tripping, And you go to a woman, she'll be like, you said that? You think that's okay? You know, stuff like that. So they're going to look at it differently than a male would. And sometimes give you a better outlook on it. So, yeah.
100%.
Shout out to the women, man.
Women will call you out on your shit.
They definitely will. They're not scared.
And that's what you need, though, honestly. Because,
man.
like, I feel like in a friendship, it's important not to be walking on eggshells. Like, and honesty is important in friendship. So if you feel something, it's important to communicate that, especially if you see this as a friendship that you want. This is someone you want to be around. You know, this is a benefitful friendship for both of you guys. Damn, my bad.
Spit it up.
Fuck you,
Nah, but yeah, I definitely agree with that. I don't think you could have said it better, bro. Shout out to the women. They getting their own roles in movies. Remy Ma started an all-women battle league. Fire. I tapped in this weekend. Just like they can vote now. I mean, that's been a thing, but like just it came a long way.
I want to see more women representation just in the media. Like I want to see women get more opportunities. Like it's been real dope. Like on ESPN.
I was gonna say on sports and stuff. You see them interviewing them now, so that's what's up.
Yeah, like they have this. There's like this sports guy named Malika. I can't remember her last name. Malika Tate, maybe. That's a guess. But like, anyways, her and her twin sister they're like anchors on Sports Center. So like they're doing the NBA games, doing NBA First Take, then also like NBA Countdown. So it'll be like Malika Tate, it'll be Kendrick Perkins, JJ Redick, or like Matt Barnes, and it's just really dope to see representation. And also, I've been seeing a lot of like WNBA players cross over and do analysts as well, like Candace Parker, everybody.
Yeah.
So like, it's been dope, honestly. I'm loving the way that we're going. I just wish that it happened sooner and that There's just a lot of sexist men out there. Everyone deserves opportunities. Let's keep it a cap.
There's a lot of sexist men in denial too.
Yes.
Say that. Y'all in denial.
Mm-hmm.
That toxic masculinity is real, my boy.
Hey, bro.
It's real.
Shit, it's things in the world that women do better than men.
They don't like to admit it.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. Listen,
I'm
I'm gonna pray for you, brothers. Y'all need some help. Listen, you're not gonna realize until next thing you know, you losing your job to someone that's better qualified than you, and it's a woman. You might feel sorry because it's a woman, but she earned it.
At the end of the day, we all human.
You feel me?
They're equal.
Hey, some of these women work harder than these men. Let's keep it a stack.
And they deal with more in certain situations and settings. They gotta deal with sexual harassment and stuff like that. It's way different.
Yeah.
I want to see not only more women in the media, but more black women in the media.
For sure.
I see.
For sure.
You're
right.
Women
You're right.
in there, like, but I want to see more black women in there. Like.
Yeah, it was National Women's Month, so I want to alienate nobody. But
I don't
now
want
it's
to
time to talk about the black woman.
We're gonna talk about like the people who's at the bottom, man. Come on.
You feel me? I want to see.
black women up
I
here.
love seeing black representation, but especially black women.
Keep it simple. We need to see our queens on thrones.
Yes,
We need to
indeed.
see our queens on thrones, man.
You gotta give everyone a chance, honestly.
Definitely.
They don't know what they're missing out on. You getting the same stuff. You missing out on someone that's super creative, and you just missing out just because of the skin color. Anyways, but we ain't gotta talk about that. So, man, Harden debuted this week. Last week, how you feel about it, man?
The beard is back. I mean, he was James Harden. I definitely did better than I expected. He was playing all around good basketball. Had some assists, rebounds, a good amount of points. I also want to say Embiid, after the game, also said he hasn't played a game like that in a minute. He said he felt it was way easier, and he felt himself more open too.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, but also it makes me wonder. Like, this is great, but it's only been 2 games so far.
That's true.
And
they're going to have their ups and downs.
Right, and this is how James Harden starts. It's
That's
actually when
very
James
true.
Harden got to the Nets. He started up hot, then he got injured, Well, I seen this article, at that point in time when he went to the Nets, called himself one of the best teammates at the time. If you're one of the best teammates of all time, why can't you can't work with KD? KD just wanted to hoop. KD wanted to play team basketball, but you didn't want to play team basketball, James. You can't work with Kyrie. Now, I get it. Kyrie can be a diva at times, but he's part-time. Look, he's part-time. You couldn't make that work, though. That was a great opportunity.
He had 40 the other game, didn't
he? Yeah. And it's I get it. They were injured. You weren't playing all together you guys promised were supposed to. But still, man. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm not hating on him or nothing. I'm happy for his success, but it's we're going to see what happens.
So it's the honeymoon phase.
Yeah, it's the honeymoon phase. Yeah, because honestly, wait until the playoffs.
That's true. Man,
defense gonna tighten up, and then we see how James Harden has performed in the playoffs. Every year I root for him to exceed my expectations. And then he kind of just game time. He's either injured or he's just 1 for 11 from the 3. You remember that Rocket series a couple years ago when it went 0 for 20 plus or whatever?
I remember the Spurs took them out by 40 without Kawhi. That 1 year he was on the Rockets. I was like,
you know what's crazy? I was just thinking about that. That dude, he had Dwight Howard in Houston. He had CP3. And then he also had Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
And you couldn't win with none of them. Now, I get it. The competition you were going towards Golden State is when Golden State was rising. Then it had KD, Toronto. You still had Bron in the mix and everything.
But honestly,
still, though.
Y'all wasn't the... if it wasn't the Warriors, it was the Rockets.
Exactly. You won an MVP. And it's just I'm sorry, I just continuously watch you choke.
Yeah, he's every year people talk about the best shooting guard in the league or whatever, and James Harden's name always comes up. But for me, it doesn't, because every time when it matters in the playoffs, I don't care what he does throughout the regular season. When it comes down to the playoffs, when it matters, what does he do? Because y'all can say Bron had a terrible season. If Bron makes it to the playoffs this season, and Bron's going, besides last season, the man was 14-0 in the first round of the playoffs.
Yep.
He competes when it matters. Curry competes when it matters. I don't know what his record is, but when that man goes to the playoffs, he does damage every time. What did James Harden do?
Hey.
He's not a threat. Every time James Harden's in the playoffs, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. When he was in against the Spurs, when I was TP all day, Tim Duncan all them, trash. I wasn't worried about you. Kawhi, I'm not worried about you. You're not doing that.
Exactly, especially.
And they get the first game at home. You beat the Spurs at home, the first game of the series. That's a great start. What did you do after that? Nothing. You're trash. Not trash, but bro, like when it matters, you don't get the job done.
Yeah,
I'm not paying all that much. Like the Sixers, that was a huge risk. Like y'all better hope y'all get the James Harden that everybody had been, that the Rockets wanted, that the Nets wanted. You better hope y'all get that James Harden, because if not, y'all just wasted Curry and all. Like y'all got screwed in that trade. So y'all better hope James Harden works out, because he's gonna look bad.
They went for now.
Exactly. They were not thinking long term at all. They said, "Oh yeah, James Harden's on the market. All right, we're not giving away none of that. Well, y'all gonna have to give us all of that if y'all want James Harden. Let's get James Harden. Screw it. All of them can go over there."
Bro, it's just crazy.
We trade everybody except Embiid. Okay.
It kills me on Twitter when people be trying to say that James Harden is better than D Wade. First off, that shouldn't even be in the conversation. Literally, D Wade has 3 chips. He got 3 chips. Let alone that first final run when he was 26 years old. 26 years old, he averaged like 30, 35.
The disrespect. Finals. If I seen that, I would have DM'd somebody personally. I would have been mad. James Harden is not in the same conversation as Dwayne Wade.
He has no.
We can argue if you want, but there is no argument. No chips. No championships.
Dwayne Wade is the impact of
second or third greatest shooting guard of all time.
He is.
Like, come on.
Who is it? What's it?
It's between him, AI, and Jordan.
What about Kobe?
And Kobe, yeah. I knew there was a 4th one. But the thing is, the reason why so we got this is tough. Alright. Personally.
Okay, it's all personal.
Alright, personally. I got Kobe. This is so hard, bro. I don't think I ever did.
You finna put AI over Jordan?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like everybody has multiple rings on there except AI, and AI doesn't have any.
Yeah, but
that's
AI,
the only thing. But he changed the game.
Yeah,
like,
I agree. He changed the way the game.
That's like one of my favorites, like all time. Him and D Wade, like. So I feel like if I say it fast, it'll make it easier. All right. Kobe, Jordan, Dwayne Wade, AI.
Okay. I'll rock with that.
What you got?
Probably, honestly, I'm gonna just go off stats. Gotta have Jordan.
I respect.
I got Jordan, Kobe, D Wade. I have AIs in my 4, but that's honestly the championships. I feel like is what's hindering him.
That's what it is.
But I can't disregard the impact that he had on the current league.
That's what I'm saying. That's what if he didn't change like the whole way people in the 1-2 play, he wouldn't even be in the conversation.
Yeah, facts. And like Shaq,
he did.
I was watching First Take and they talked about how really it was Shaq and Kobe that stopped him from winning that chip. Because he probably would have won that chip because he was on a run.
That's true.
He was on a tear that year.
I just needed him to get one.
Facts, man.
But his career was short too.
Very.
His career.
You think James Harden could win one? He in year 13 now.
With the Sixers?
So after this year, he has a free agency, I think.
I wonder if the Sixers, like, do they have a plan to get somebody else or something next year or something, like, or is this like a long term? Like, I mean,
they still have Tyrese Maxey though, so that's still great to have.
Yeah, he's definitely been holding it down.
I agree with you saying though, because I feel like this is all in, kind of like what the Nets did though.
Okay, so
in a sense when they got James Harden, because also Kyrie, I believe this is Kyrie's last season too on the contract. So it was literally going to be James and Kyrie at the same time, and you probably wasn't able to keep both anyways.
Kyrie needs to go to the Lakers.
Shut the fuck up.
Man, I'm not gonna stop saying it until Kyrie, Chris Paul, or Dan goes to the Clippers. I'm not gonna shut up.
Clippers?
Yeah, I mean, shut up. You know what I meant? The Lakers. And until that happens, they need to pack that man Russ up, man. Don't need him.
I seen articles saying that they're most likely gonna trade him away.
I mean, he's not working.
But the thing is, what are they going to get from him? You don't have any assets. Taylor Horton-Tucker, he's just not that guy. He has not been playing that well.
What are they going to get? Like,
they have
what type of trade package they going to put together?
Yeah, you got THT in the fucking 2027 pick.
Honestly,
or 2024
before
pick.
This season, I feel like there was a lot of teams that would be willing to get Russ.
Yep.
But now, after what they've been seeing from the Lakers, it's going to be, he has way less chances from teams. I'm sure he lost a lot of them. Like
his trade value went down.
Yeah, this season put his stock down for sure. So,
here's what they're probably going to trade him to they could trade him to a terrible team and get a bunch of assets. Like a small market team, or
probably what the Pelicans.
Shit, I don't know the name of Pelicans here.
Because Zion is trying to get up out of there. They're saying he's faking an injury. He's on his Kawhi.
Hey, but I'm gonna say if the Lakers, don't just Kawhi, bro.
Hey man, Kawhi faked the injury for a year, man. I cannot.
If the Lakers want Zion, though, they're gonna have to give up way more.
No, I don't think the Lakers want Zion because there's no point of having Zion and AD on the same team.
Right,
but
two injury-prone ass niggas.
Right, and I'm just saying like, I could see him going to the Pelicans.
Yeah, he could go to the Pelicans. There's a lot of small market teams he could go to, honestly. He could even go back to Houston, but that means they're going to have to give up
you're right.
that trade pick. That draft pick. So it's like, is it even worth it? Like, because you already denied them the first time. So then this time, because it was just one draft pick and then Westbrook. Now they're probably going to 2 or 3. Yeah. Might have throw a player in there. And the thing is with the Lakers, like Kendrick Nunn hasn't played at all this year. Honestly, bro, I feel like it's been so long since I watched him play. I don't even remember how the guy plays.
I don't even remember him.
Like, I don't remember the last time he suited up. And, I think his injury was like maybe a knee contact. I don't know. It's something not severe. Not as severe, but he's been out for a long ass time. Like, he hasn't played since last season. And so, after them losing like 3 straight, it's kind of like, I know. Here's the thing is, LeBron can't do it on his own. That's the issue.
That's the main
Like, someone else needs to step up. Somebody else needs. I watched that game last night. Nobody was hitting buckets in the last 3 minutes because it was clear that besides LeBron, nobody could knock down shots. Melo had some good shots. He stepped into the shot wide open, great passes.
Melo, honestly.
He might be sorry.
Oh yeah, with AD out, they might.
Yeah, and then AD, man. AD, first off, bro, I think you should start wearing some high-top basketball shoes, bro.
Something, bro.
Ain't no way your ankle's giving out like that,
you
bro. Your lower body is made of glass, my boy. Dude, so maybe a back brace or something, but something. I don't know if it's
but you gotta change something.
Yeah, because you're a great player. Like, your youth, your prime is being robbed of these injuries. Maybe you just gotta take better care of your body or eat better or something. Who am I to tell you? But I'm just gonna put this into your brain, bro. Like, anything, because you're great. I want to see you on the court. I want to see you continue winning championships. They can't do that if you're on the court. You feel me? Because right now I can't do nothing but, like what Chuck said, I can't do nothing but call you street clothes.
All right, back to what you were saying about the. Do I think James Harden is gonna get a chip? If you look at it, the past few years, Embiid has been taking Philly pretty far in the playoffs and has been doing his thing with or without help.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think if the Sixers can beat, at one point in the playoffs, if the Sixers beat the Bucks or the
Bulls or Heat,
the Nets.
But the Nets
are now
at HC right now, though.
But that's just because we all know that just because of injuries and stuff, right?
For sure. I already know that the Nets gonna move up.
Exactly. So, because when they had KD, they was on a roll.
Yeah, and KD coming back Thursday.
Exactly. So it's over with.
It's slow.
It's over with. So then you got Ben Simmons too coming off of that, adding to the mix from there. So Brooklyn's gonna go, if they can. Well, now this year. Now it's the Bulls this year because we done had a mix-up in the offseason. So the Bulls this year, too. If they can beat any of those 3 teams, I think they have a ring.
Yeah.
Or they definitely have a spot in the finals, in my opinion.
I feel like they have the opportunity. Well, health is really important for them. Like, they still have Caruso out, Lonzo Ball out. There's another player out for them too. I think. I can't remember who else. But yeah, they have
The good thing is they still got DeRozan and Levine.
True.
I mean, I get they can't do it all, but they still got Kobe White. They got a lot of cards.
Yeah, they do have a lot of guards. But with Vucevic, like, he's having trouble. He's not that good guarding big men.
Yeah.
So, like, I've also, like, watched some highlight and read some articles about it, and that makes me think, like, what are you going to do against Giannis? Because Giannis, they're defending champs. So, first off, you'd be goofy not to at least even consider them to... I feel like, at this point, they can fuck around and be a lock for the Eastern Conference Finals, at least.
That's
just off of sheer will.
All right. Would I be crazy if I was a coach and I put DeRozan on Giannis?
Yes.
I would be crazy?
Yes. Bro, he got like 5 inches on that man. Pause. I feel, bro, Giannis almost 7 foot, bro.
Right, but DeRozan's big though, and he plays great. He's a physical player.
Yeah, but think about this though. But if DeRozan is guarding him, he could be tired of offense because you got to exert more energy defending him. Because I mean,
that's the good thing about the Bulls though. There's a difference between. That's the problem with the Bucks right now. You stop Giannis, most likely you slow the whole team down except Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton's spotty.
He got that shot.
Yeah.
He's not as consistent, but
he's very spotty. But you know, when he's on, he's on.
Exactly. Then the Bulls, you stop DeRozan, which is their leading scorer.
Mm-hmm.
You still got to stop Zach LaVine, Caruso off the bench from producing, and you got to stop Lonzo.
True.
They all can get hot.
So I'm really hoping that, like, and plus with them on the team, the defense is going to get better with them on the court, like Caruso, and also Lonzo Ball tripping. Shout out LaMelo Ball though. Hey man.
Yeah, LaMelo's a dog.
So
I'm happy for the Hornets.
Who's the one? So Eastern Conference Finals prediction.
Eastern.
Neither East and West.
East is gonna be more than likely the Bulls and the Nets.
The Bulls and Nets.
West is probably going to be. All right, let me say this. The East is probably going to be the Bulls and the Nets.
Okay.
The two dark horse teams that could replace them is not these in the East is not necessarily dark horse teams. Is the Bucks, because you could never count Giannis out.
Yeah.
Last year should have exactly. Last year should have proved that, and then you got Philly.
No, Miami, they never won.
I mean,
no
oh my
Miami.
goodness,
Damn.
not because I'm thinking. I don't know why I'm thinking Jimmy Butler in Philly. The Heat, bro. The Heat. Oh my goodness, because they're the #1 seed.
Bro, yeah.
Plus they
play great defense. Yeah, Bam Adebayo's playing. He's healthy, and I feel like that was the issue because if Bam Adebayo was playing in that finals, I feel like that finals would have been different. Like if everyone was healthy, that shit would have been different.
It definitely would have, man. That definitely would have been different.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got on the East.
I mean West.
The West. I'm gonna go with the Warriors. And the Grizzlies.
Bless it. My bad.
You good. I'm gonna go with the Warriors and the Grizzlies. Dark horse team is the Lakers. And the Clippers.
Bro, I don't know.
But that is if
Clippers if Paul George. You can still see it, nigga. Man, Paul George was balling out before he got injured, man. I'm sorry he got injured.
Yeah,
I seen that like he got reevaluated, so we just waiting to see news to see if he's going to be able to come back this season. From what I've heard, things have been good. Like they haven't been terrible. He's been working on his rehab because if he has to get that surgery, he's going to be out for a while.
Yeah,
and that's a step in the wrong direction. But
wait, what's yours?
What Eastern?
Eastern and West.
Eastern.
The finals and the dark horse.
Finals, fuck around. I want to say, I gotta throw KD in there because I rock with KD. I'll mess around. I'm thinking either Miami and the Bucks or Miami and That's the thing, bro. With the East, there's so many people. I can see Philly.
Yeah,
I can see
exactly,
Miami.
that's what I'm saying.
Bucks,
the East is kind of stacked again.
Chicago, because I don't want to forget Chicago, because I believe in Chicago. I feel like they can do something. So, like, you know, right now, I'm just going to say Miami and Brooklyn. Miami Bucks. Miami Bucks. That's my final thing. All right. So then for
you
the
don't
West,
think the Brooklyn going to the finals?
I think they can, but I'm just going to go. It's just a lot of questions. They got the chemistry.
I got you.
Incorporating everybody, because I feel like this year's kind of a test run. If they do, that's great. But like, imagine what they'll be like next year now with chemistry, and then now you know who's playing. Y'all know how to play with each other. You
That's
feel me?
true.
Because first we still got to even get Ben Simmons acclimated to playing basketball again.
Right.
As you see now, he having like back soreness or whatever, so that's why he's not playing as soon as he can now.
Right.
But I feel like when they get the time, because you know you have to build that chemistry. And I feel like that's a difference between teams like them, the Bucks, the Heat, because the Heat Bucks, they play for each other.
They do.
It's apparent.
They
both made it in the finals in the past 2 years.
Team players. Like, that's the thing also about Ben Simmons. Like, if I put myself in his shoes, I wouldn't necessarily be like. It's gonna sound crazy. I know you're in the NBA. This your job. It's what you get paid to do. But considering his situation and everything that's been going on, all the hate he's been getting on social media and all the stuff he's been going through, I wouldn't be in a hurry to get back to a full arena either. Because everything he does, everybody's going to watch. Ben Simmons probably thinking, if I miss a layup or my first shot, people going to go crazy and stuff like that. So he probably got a lot going on in his head right now. So he probably got to mentally prepared to get back into the game. Yeah. And then at that, you playing at the highest level. And at that, he's only been in the league a few years.
Yeah, he was saying that he was having a lot of conversations with his therapist and everything throughout this time.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you don't think he's gonna play on the 10th, March 10th.
I think he is. I think he's gonna play, but I feel like the pressure you feel like it's. I know that's a tough situation. I made some Ben Simmons jokes, but like really thinking about it, like on a personal level, it's probably tough for him now.
Facts.
I mean, he did kind of do it to himself, but at the same time, we don't know what he was going through. We don't know if
he didn't want to dissing me on live television after the game, bruh.
Yeah.
And you, my teammate, supposed to be my dog. And like I see both sides.
That's different.
Yeah. Honestly, I think he should do it because if you get it out the way now, like, cause imagine if you don't do it, which I'm pretty sure if he doesn't play, I feel like if he doesn't play beforehand, he's not gonna play that game. I feel like I don't know if he would debut on that game specifically, but what was that? I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, Panthers.
But who's your dark horses for the East?
Hey, hold on though. But I feel like if Ben Simmons waits to the playoffs, and if it's in the playoffs, then it's gonna get real rowdy. It's gonna be worse. That's the worst time to do it. So I feel like
that's when it happened.
Do you feel me? So I feel like if you really want to do something, this gonna be a taste. Or unless you just bringing out all the stops in the playoffs, I get them. But you said my dark horse for the West. Oh, I did West, East.
The two dark horse teams, because you got the Bucks and the Heat in the East Conference Finals. Then who else do you think are two teams that Chicago is underrated that can make it, or two other teams that you just think can make it?
Chicago. I don't know with the Cavs. Honestly feel like the Cavs can do something, but honestly, I feel that the Cavs could be a second round exit.
I think they can make some playoff noise. Like
I feel
they could be the Knicks of this year.
But the Knicks got whooped in the second round though. They had that good first round series and that was it. They too good. Don't compare them to the next.
I feel like with everybody that goes to the Eastern Conference playoffs, I don't think nobody's gonna get tapped
this year. Yeah, that's the thing. The East is
stacked.
East is stacked this year.
It's a different.
So I'm thinking
different than last year.
So my dark horses are Brooklyn, Chicago.
And Chicago. Okay.
Yeah. So
see, that just goes to show right there. Brooklyn and Chicago are your dark horse teams.
Exactly.
That's crazy. What about the West?
Western Conference Finals. I'm thinking. I'm thinking Suns and.
I forgot about the damn Suns.
Hold on. Where's my phone at? Let me look at this.
Let me tell you something though.
What's up?
Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. is
both
supposed to come back
before the
and the
playoffs.
Nuggets are already nice.
Yes, sir.
And we know what Jamal Murray did in that bubble.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I feel like people don't talk about enough. That man was the best individual basketball player in the bubble.
I agree.
Like it was phenomenal.
And they are a 6 seed right now without him. All right, so I'm
Without
thinking
two of their stars.
Phoenix and fuck it. I'm thinking Phoenix. Can a 1 and 2 seed play in the finals? Let's say Phoenix and
You can say that.
Phoenix Golden State, right? I feel like my dark horses definitely Memphis because part of me wants to put Memphis in the conference finals, but I want to see how they play first because this is for a lot of them it's going to be their first time in the playoffs, and so we're really going to see what they're like. We know what they're made of. We're really going to see, what happens when the defense tightens up. There's not as much spacing.
Yeah, I feel like we know what. I feel like a player like Ja can step up, and I feel like the pressure is not really going to affect him that much.
I agree.
But the rest of his team is like, are they? Because if Ja's not playing, it can get ugly for the Grizzlies.
No, I agree. Honestly, I feel like one thing about them, they play as a team. Like, I watched that video when they were all celebrating him scoring 52.
Yeah, they were going crazy.
So I feel like that's dope. They ride for each other. That's a real team. So honestly, I feel like they would be ready together as a team because John's a leader on that team.
True.
Like, they're a team that loves playing with each other. So I feel like the chemistry is really going to be important when it comes to the playoffs. That's what it is. That chemistry is really important because who's going to take that shot when your number one option is getting double?
Jordan and Steve Kerr.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Got you.
All right, man. I got a question for you, though, dog. What's the last song that you listened to?
I got you. Just so they know I ain't lying. Swipe down from the top.
What you Spotify, Apple Music?
Oh yeah, Spotify. I use
Gang. I just had to make sure,
I'm
man,
rocking
because I switched up.
Gangsta by Quando, Rondo, and NBA Youngboy.
Okay.
I rock with that song off his album. It was pretty fire to me. And I'm not the hugest the biggest Youngboy fan, but I do like Quando Rondo. I rock with him heavy.
Facts.
But that song was definitely there.
Okay,
I liked it. It's cool. I recommend.
I'll work with it.
What you got?
Well, honestly, the one that I was playing earlier was Kelly Price, by the Migos with Travis Scott from Culture.
The Culture with the Migos. Get back in y'all's culture bag, bruh.
Listen, man, yeah.
I need Culture 3, and I need it to not sound like Culture 2.
Culture 3?
I mean 4.
Man, honestly, before we even get any more cultures, bro, I want to hear some individual albums, bro. Because, yes, bro, because Offset and Takeoff had the best individual albums.
Okay.
Quavo's had the biggest features.
Okay.
His didn't hit the same.
Let's say this, though. I'm not surprised by that, because if you look at it, let's be honest. Lyrically.
Mm-hmm. Talk to him.
Lyrically, Quavo the weakest in Migos. Quavo is the weakest in Migos. I'm sick of y'all. Quavo is the weakest in Migos lyrically. He's good for the hooks.
The ad-libs.
The ad-lib. He got all of them got the ad. They got that on lock. He got that. But if we need a flow, we need somebody to set the. If we need somebody to set the tone, it's Takeoff. If I need a nice flow that's gonna get everybody turned, that's Offset.
Like, I'm not gonna discredit Offset. Takeoff is the best rapper. Lyrically rapper, he's the best pure rapper in that group.
Exactly.
And I need a solo album. You're too hard. Like, I looked at his Instagram, it was from fucking...
His last solo album was fire.
Fire. He got some shit from fucking Christmas talking about coming soon. Nigga, it's March now. What's up, man? It's been 3 months now. Drop a song. Drop something, man.
So,
facts, though.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
I've been hearing a lot of people Yep. I've been hearing a lot of people say that Migos, the reason why they're not as hot as they used to be is because they're still sticking with their same sound and they haven't evolved with the new generation.
Yes.
And they have their same 2013 flow.
Yes.
So you think that's the problem?
I feel like that's part of it.
What else?
That's part of it. Do you think that him with them and Quality Control beefing over them pushing Baby has anything to do with it though? Because they put the batteries in the back of Baby. You know, they've been pushing Baby, and you know that's because you know they don't rock with each other. You think that has any part in it? They might not get as much push. I feel like that could be something.
That's a good take. I didn't even think.
But
about
also,
that.
I do feel like they need to change. Like you know, you have to grow as an artist. You know, like you said, it's 2022. You should be.
There's 3 of them, so they should be able to make some new work.
That's why I feel like it could just be time for them to focus on solo careers. Like, y'all don't have to do Migos everything. I get it, y'all boys, that's your family, like literally. But it's like you don't have to really just focus on the individual shit. Because we all know Quavo alone, just on his features alone, he know he can do it. And the other two, now they've been on different tracks for everybody. So we all know that they can all hold their own. Maybe it's time just to take their chance and do your own thing and see what's going to happen. Because here's the thing, Offset, he got Cardi. His wife is Cardi B.
So, taking back this reference,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if everybody's hip. I know you're hip. NWA, one of the biggest rap groups ever. They started the gangster rap movement. Whatever. Eazy-E, Ice Cube, Dre, 3 people in it. Those 3 are
It wasn't just 3 people in there.
I said those 3.
Okay.
I know there was MC Yella and
MC Ren. All the
So-
old heads gonna be attacking us. You forgot
Yeah,
everybody
I know
else.
everybody in NW. But anyways, Ice Cube, Eazy-E, and Dre. 3 legends
Mm-hmm.
in hip hop.
Yep.
NWA broke up. I'm not saying Migos has to break up, but when they broke up, I listened to all 3 of their individual stuff. Legendary stuff. MC Ren was fire solo.
Hey, unless Quavo doing some different shit, I'm not listening to him.
That's the one. That's the difference.
That's the one.
Quavo, I don't know if I can listen to a Quavo album. Cause I didn't listen to the one he dropped.
I listened to like a few songs. It was cool, but like the features was really better. Like, it was cool. He had Drake on the song. I mean, of course, Drake carried you in your song. I mean, it's Drake.
It's Drake. That's what Drake gonna do.
You feel me?
I feel you. Alright, so off top,
Okay.
top 5 running music right now.
Running in music?
Running hip hop right now. Top 5. Like, recently dropped an album or something like that, or you feel like this one of your favorites, they should be. But you feel me? They doing their thing right now.
Alright, so number 1 is obviously Babyface Ray. Babyface Ray, I've been bumping him heavily. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I'm a more newer fan. Like, I know some of his songs, but like, with his most recent album,
this is his best album.
yeah, like, it's
Damn,
dope.
damn.
And I'm loving to see it, like, you know, he's growing from it. You know, he's on Rolling Loud and everything. He's getting some big features and everything. So that's number 1.
He went full artist mode for this album too. Like,
Yes,
he wasn't
indeed.
just rapping, like he went to his bag for this one. It was
Facts.
different. That's the main reason I rock with it so much.
Do we gotta do albums or just like who I've been bumping? Cause
It's
like,
fly people.
cause like No
you been
Cap
rocking
just dropped a single recently called Fortune Teller. I really been rocking with.
Fire. I gotta
Yeah,
listen
No
to
Cap.
it. I didn't listen to No Cap in a minute either.
You feel me?
Last thing I heard of him was Vaccine.
Yeah, this is like from a few weeks. Next, I got Vince Staples. Vince
That's your
Staples
boy.
is somebody I've been bumping for a few years. I've been
That's
to
your
a few
boy.
of his concerts. He also dropped a song within the past month called Magic with DJ Mustard on the beat, and it's just beautiful. And it's like a chill ass beat, and the way he flows on the beat, it's just like surgical.
Fire.
So that's my 3 right there, dang. Cause I honestly, bro, I ain't. You said just the music, cause I haven't only
You
been
can do
listening
all
to rap.
music. Yeah, you can
Okay,
do all
okay,
I know
okay.
you. Yeah.
You feel me? Who else I listen to? Let's see. Let's see. What we got in here? Pink Panthers. Pink Panthers. She made the song. It's like on TikTok. It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
You gotta play it.
Are you right? I gotta turn it off for me. But yeah, like I've been listening to her music for real a lot, honestly. And for my last, who's my last one? See, like you caught me on guard, so I wasn't ready, no cap. Let's see. I have also been listening to. Damn, bro, you caught me off guard
Gunna.
I ain't even listened to the Gunna for real. Alright, let's do Dawn FM by the Weeknd. Actually, I've been listening to that. That album is fire, bro. Listen. And it's like, I gotta admit, like, I'm a Weeknd fan. It took me a minute to, like, come back around because when he started going 80s, like, for After Hours, it took me a while to come back around and actually like the album. But ever since I actually took a chance to listen to it, I love that album. Same thing with Dawn FM. Like, I like the futuristic aspect. I feel like it's really dope, and I can definitely hear the difference in his art, and I hear the growth in the artist. Like, and it's just like Dawn FM, man. You can tell that man is heavily influenced by MJ. Like, I definitely hear the influence in it, and I love it, honestly.
It's fire.
Yeah, man. Took me a little long time, but how about you, man? Yeah, give me that top 5. See, you should have been looking when you was asking me.
Well, the difference between me and you is I'm like that, and I can go off top like that, freestyle. So you feel me? I got young Weezy, young Weezy. Alright, we got Gunna. This is not in no order. We got Gunna, we got Face, we got Big Key out of Detroit. He just dropped the album. I thought it was pretty fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you on later. Fire. Then we got underground rapper from the Bronx. I don't know if too many people hip to him. His name is Chess, like the game. Chess, fire. He just dropped the album today. I gotta listen to it, but he's been dropping singles and stuff that have been fire. He dropped that today. And then let's see, that's 4. Is that 4 in Face? And then who's the 5th one? We got.
Man, they make him drop.
That's the thing, like, I always want to say Young and May in my top 5, but she ain't dropped nothing, but she been doing other things, She got PSD and different brands and stuff she been promoting and stuff like that, and then she be throwing, like, parties and stuff like that. I don't know, she been making money, so that's it. T Grizzly dropped a single that I thought was fire. I'm gonna throw T Grizzly in there. He's awesome.
T Grizzly?
Yeah.
Alright, I can dig with that. I'm rocking that list.
I'm ready for him to drop an album. Yeah, Tap Into Afterlife by T Grizzly. That song is fire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so it's about to cut, so I'm just gonna let it cut. But so what's gonna be our last thing? Because it's 8:19 now, so we can probably squeeze something in.
Alright.
Because that was perfect because we ended off now.
Alright, so what about...
You want me to hit it? Stop it.
Yeah. Hey, bro,
hit
you
the
know what I was
record button
thinking
again,
about
right?
when you was talking about Harambe's story?
What?
When you said, when Mr. Harvin, we were talking like about something serious in class, bro. And Mr. Harvin said, what are some spirit... You already pressed record.
And then, man, before we go, I just want to tell a little funny story. You know, last week we talked about some Harambe stories.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
And I thought about another one, honestly. I remember, so we went to a Christian school, and so we had Bible class. And so in Bible class, the teacher, Mr. H, he's going around. He's asked the class, what's a spiritual fruit? And, who were we in? 4th grade?
6th grade.
So, oh my God, 6th grade. And so my dumb ass said, what? Like, I know a spiritual fruit. Raised my hand. He said, "What, Niall? Like in Africa?"
Hold on, bro. No. When he asked that question, we was talking about a serious topic, bro. The classroom is dead silent. The teacher is talking, bro. And he asked this question. Niall was not only the first person to raise his hand. He was I remember this like it was yesterday because it was one of the funniest moments ever. This man was not only the first person to raise his hand, he was the only person that raised his hand, bro. He was like this, dumb confident. He calling Niall. What did this man say? What did you say when he asked you what a spiritual fruit? Name a spiritual fruit. What did you say?
I was like, an apricot? Like that, exactly. And he said, send me to the hallway.
Out.
Like, just like I genuinely didn't understand why I was getting sent out,
bro.
And I think after I learned, I was like, oh, he probably thought I was being a smart ass, and I was being dead ass. Like, I said that with confidence. You couldn't tell. I said it with my whole chest out.
That's what made it so funny to me. That he was so confident, bro.
Yeah, I said that shit. You can't say it with your chest. Say it like you mean it.
Yeah, he did say it with his chest. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my God, dog.
What about you? What's something crazy from Harambe for you, man?
What's something crazy for Harambe? Oh man, I remember
Harambe used to be a movie.
We used to have these. I remember for gym class one day. I think they be having them at like certain gyms and stuff. Like there's a little thing it's like a skateboard type of thing, and you got balance on it, and there's like something like a shape of a water bottle on the bottom of it, and you gotta like stand on it and balance on it. You remember we had to do that for gym class that one day? So I remember Mr. H was in the gym class recording or whatever, recording us because we was getting broke and stuff. So I fell off of one and got broke, but like falling, if you know me.
Dude, this dude used to fall for fun. Like you could never see Cam and he was not on the ground.
I was always on the ground in middle school, in elementary. So, boom, I fell off the thing. We used to have these things called gatherings, and this when the whole school would come to the gym, and they watch. We do a little speech or whatever to say the little meaning or whatever for the school, and talk about things or whatever that's going down in school. And I remember the principal showed that video in front of the school. Bro, crazy thing is, I had on the same thing in that video that I had on that day at school. So it was just all bad for me, bro. Like I just fell off that thing. It got busted, bro. And it was just the same. So I didn't think, oh, this probably happened today. I got busted so bad too. I think I fell like sideways, smacked my shoulder. It's probably so many videos of me randomly falling.
Yeah, especially when we go back to middle school. Middle school, early high school days. Some rough times, man. It's crazy when you look at yourself back then. Like we came a long way.
It's crazy. Even playing basketball. Always on the floor.
Always on the floor.
Man, that's gonna wrap it up for this week of Weezytalks, man. Episode 5. Clap it up, man.
Clap it up. Once again, thank you for all the support you guys are showing. Stay tuned. Remember, we on all platforms. We got the Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play. YouTube. We got it all.
Twitch,
Spotify, Anchor. Hey, coming soon. Hey, for real, y'all. Thank you. Tune in. Peace.
Jersey.